All right, ladies. So today we're going to talk about why love is just not enough to keep someone in your life. Just because you love them doesn't mean you guys are meant to be together. And unfortunately, a lot of nice girls have deep and intense fantasy, a positive outlook that is understandable. The issue is that when you love someone, and mind you, when you fall in love, a lot of people turn to nice people, in other words, they become more compliant. They begin to become, so when you love them, and nice girls like her, they give off that vibe that they're that you could play me and I'll still be here. It's a vibe that they give off. Like I'll love you no matter what. Please love me back because I've already decided I'll love you forever. That like unshakable like love that they set their minds to because they just want this to happen so badly comes across as desperate, comes across as low value, and men just cannot respect that. People cannot just be like we're humans are not as low. Like it sounds, man, I sound bitter as fuck, man. But humans are not 100% loyal to people who who show them like unwarranted respect, like who show them unwarranted reverence, and the vibe. And you'll notice her in the video, man. Like she shows her cards too much. A man cannot respect that. And then if you're somebody that cries a lot, there's nothing wrong with being emotional. But when people see you cry many times, they start losing respect for you. You're like, oh, here comes the crying again. Like that. Once somebody thinks that way, you've gone too far with the crime. They become more gullible. You're more susceptible to be manipulated and lied to by your partner simply because you trust them. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't trust people. I'm just saying that you naturally have a bias when you love someone to believe everything that they say. So as a result, loving someone, what the hell is my stick? I don't feel the authority. Loving someone is not enough. You got to keep your eyes open. And I'm going to give you, and we're going to watch a story of how this exemplifies when you love someone without, when you love someone so much that you're willing to take abuse, you're willing to, for somebody to cheat on you, and which is most importantly, you lie to yourself, right? So we're gonna watch this couple, and we're gonna see what they have to say, and I'm gonna give you guys my feedback. And we sold the last painting from yesterday, so we're gonna sell. There's another one, is a Van Gogh copy of with pastels. I'm selling this one for $75. Let me show you guys right here. Boom, right here. Look at that, right? Ah, right. It's with pastels, so I'll send it to you just like this. You guys can put it up, right? And it's by me, people. So just DM me on Instagram, or purchase something on my website that's like $75 and say, hey, I'm buying the painting, or just put your info, just message me on the comment section, just say I want to buy it, and I'll put it there. I should be making a website by next week, okay? So I'm selling my paintings. Yeah, and we have 40% off all of our courses using the coupon code mindful people. All right, so let's begin this.
What did you do?
I did everything.
Like what?
I had sex with other girls. I did everything.
I mean, for me, it's a smile. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, you don't need to fucking smile about that. Like, give me a tear or something. Like, complimentary tear out of respect. Like, it's like, yeah, I cheated. and why did you cheat? I don't know, man. She was hot. Like it's like, dude, like, come on, man. Look at that. She's fucking crying. And no fucks given. Look, just that nonchalant attitude should be a reason. Ladies, people, anger is there for a reason. Anger is not there for you to push it down and forgive them. Sometimes anger is there to help you not forget the bullshit somebody put you through. Love is not an excuse to deal with this type of stuff. Let's see.
We met in school. We met in college. We met in class, and you really didn't like me.
No, I didn't like you at first.
a couple years later.
It's always good. It's always good when you guys start out not liking each other, or even like when you guys don't start out like fall like deeply in love from the start. Simply because you actually could get to know them. When people start seeing you as a romantic interest, they start filtering parts of their personality that they might that you might consider bad, right? Oh shit! Sorry.
We moved into like the same apartment complex, and the first day we both moved there, we like met on the elevator again. It was like a reunion.
And then you offered to bring my groceries upstairs.
And yeah, we spent a lot of time together.
Like, every day.
I would say that you were my best friend.
And that's always a good thing, right?
Yeah.
When you're best friends with someone, it's always good. But this just shows you, man, like sometimes it's not. Well, we'll see.
Me too.
I gotta stop it because I don't want to get demonetized. All right, so she's crying, and what is he doing? Smiling?
I would go through his phone, and I would like see text messages or like pic.
The fact that you gotta go through his phone is because your subconscious is telling you not to trust that person.
Pictures.
And you stayed even though you saw it of other pictures.
Ask him about it.
Oh, they were together. Okay, they weren't together at that time.
And sometimes you would lie
Were they?
and just say like, "Oh, that's not true. You don't know what you're talking about." And you said like, "Oh, I'll stop," but then you didn't.
And my question is, what did you do when you found out that he wasn't gonna stop? Loving someone is not an excuse to deal with this, because this type of stuff makes a man lose respect for you, and the love that he maybe would have felt becomes spoiled, like spoiled food, simply because you didn't respect yourselves. For a man to really love you, it's not just giving a man unconditional love. It's not about that. It's about showing a man that you're willing to walk away. It's about showing a man that I'll love you, but with conditions. And that condition is that you respect me. I don't know what Alex got to give us a fucking psycho eyes. It's Christmas, god damn it. Right? Oh, Merry Christmas, by the way.
One time I went to his room and he had someone else in his room and he told me to leave.
Damn. This girl is a nice girl out there. Whoa, dude. Like, can you imagine that? Like, girl, man. He better not be smiling.
And
He's kind of smiling. Look at that. He's kind of smiling, man.
and I just cried like the whole night.
I'm making this into the. Yeah. That's crazy. Honestly, that's some psychopathic shit right there. If you're with someone and they let you cry all night, because it seems like they were living together, and you tell them to leave, what I'm thinking is, what the hell did you do? This is blowing my mind just listening to this. Were you just listening to them giggle and while you were in the sofa? Ladies, love is a drug. Love is a drug. And when you love someone, you think this could never happen to you until it happens to you. Because just like an addiction, being in a toxic relationship is just having an addiction to a bad drug that sucks away your self-esteem, that sucks away your life, that sucks away the happiness, all because you want that validation from that guy. What you're really looking for is to be at peace in your mind, to be comfortable, to be present, So rather than trying to find validation from people, become aware of yourself. Notice the breath. Bring more awareness to the breath. Practice presence. Practice mindfulness. Meditate on a daily basis. Make that into a practice. It strengthens your emotional immune system. It brings presence to your life. It makes life much more substantial, more full, more joyful. You're looking for happiness, and people will only bring you more misery in the long run.
And then I think I went like a little while without talking to you. And then you said something like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna do it again."
There was kind of a point where things weren't the same.
What do you mean?
Just like you would always go through my phone.
Yes, and you go through his phone because you're staying with somebody who's toxic. So you're also kind of toxic. If you're going through somebody's phone, you're also toxic. You're also becoming that person that's being toxic towards you. There's no excuse to be going through people's phones. No excuse. So she, even though she's a victim of being cheated on, she's also becoming the perpetrator because now she's losing her sense of boundaries. This is not normal. You shouldn't have the right to look through people's phones in order for you to trust them.
Or my computer.
Yeah, I didn't trust you.
If
The solution is not to become freaking CIA chick. The solution is to leave. Love is not worth this type of treatment.
you would go to that measure to find whatever, why wouldn't you just leave?
Oh, there you go. Okay. No. You see, I see both are wrong. Why wouldn't you leave also? This is both of you guys are keeping this monster alive.
I don't know. I think I was like stupid.
No, you were in love. That's what happens. When you fall in love unconditionally like this, without using your head, this is the situations you're falling in. And as you can see, I don't think she's dumb. I think she's a really smart girl. I just think that this is what love does. It just blinds you. You lose touch with reality. By bringing awareness to the breath, and I always say this, of bringing awareness to the hand, your feet touch the ground. You contact reality. And that causes you to make better decisions. That causes you to see the bigger picture, to not just see the world through a narrow scope, to see the whole picture, to see he's not the last one you're going to meet, to see this is not the last time you're going to have chemistry, to see that this is not the only person in the world whom you could feel this type of chemistry with. And the main reason why we stay in these relationships is because we think that's the last time we're ever going to get that chance.
How many times did you cheat on me?
I don't know.
If you had to say.
I wasn't counting.
Girl, why are you shocked? She comes back with a gun. Never mind. No, sorry. Bro, what are you looking up? What are you looking up to? The fuck? What is that, pepper spray?
It had more to do with me just not.
Yes, not being able to commit, he's going to say. And look what this study says. Look at this.
When I suggest that an individual's genetics impact their probability of committing infidelity. A few things on that. First, of course they do. Your DNA is a huge determining factor in how your brain develops. And your brain is the major system that makes decisions for you. So it would be really weird if genes had no impact. Second, multiple twin studies show the heritability of infidelity. And these studies very persuasively imply that it's not just environment. Third, while scientists now think that in most behavioral cases hundreds of genes are at work, in the case of infidelity, you actually do have candidate genes that seem to affect a person's probability of infidelity. One study suggests that some variants of the DRD4 gene appear to increase a person's probability of cheating by around 50%. And finally, and this is so important, if you have a family history of infidelity, that doesn't absolve you of responsibility for your actions. And if your partner's parents cheated, it doesn't necessarily mean they will.
Yeah, but according to you, they will.
Not being able to commit
Why not?
because I didn't, at the time, I didn't want to.
So it's almost like you have the genetics and also you have the willingness to commit, which is clearly is not in him. And it's like, it doesn't make you compatible. It just doesn't make you compatible at all. And what you have to do is accept that reality and work around that reality. It's okay to still stay with them, but work around that reality. Stop lying to yourself and thinking that this person will change. Like that's like as long as you accept that this person will not change, that your love that you have for this person will not change him, then anything you do, understanding that reality, it's not bad. I think it's totally fine. But my main problem is when people lie to themselves, when people say to themselves that this time he will say the truth.
I think just sometimes we're not on the same page.
Yeah. I think that's true.
But for her, it feels like it's something that she has to. It feels like it's a struggle for her to admit that. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's almost like it doesn't. It's not that it's true, but that somebody has to tell her that. See, that's my problem. My problem is when I have to tell you this, because it just says to me you're far right now. You're in your own little la la land. You're not in reality, and that's where how a lot of people make their decisions when it comes to love. It's completely based on a fantasy that has no stronghold on reality at all. They think this person is a certain way, when in reality this person could be completely the opposite.
There's nothing that you could have done differently that I think would have prevented it. I think that you did everything that you needed to do to be a good girlfriend, and I was lucky to have someone like you.
And that's the thing, is that he's just a flawed person like most people, right? Me too. And that's what I'm trying to say, is that when you're with people like this that are not meant to be in relationships and it doesn't work out, you naturally blame yourself. And the reason why you blame yourself is because you try to fix yourself in order to fix it. Even though they're cheating, even though no matter how much you love them, and even though they love you, they still cannot be faithful. Your love is not enough. It's not enough. This person has to be compatible. This person has to have that mindset of wanting to be in a monogamous relationship. This person cannot have a mindset where he just wants to cheat, where he just wants to have fun, where he wants to do orgies and all that kind of stuff. That would lead to a relationship where if you want a stable, happy, monogamous relationship, you're just not being realistic. And my main thing is just, if you're going to want something, just make sure it's grounded in reality. Don't want things that are not compatible with each other. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, I totally agree. Hey, man, Tyrone has been cheated on plenty of time, and Tyrone has trusted, and he's been betrayed. And it is very difficult, so I totally agree with you, Delexis. Anyways, Merry Christmas to every single one of you guys. To all the ladies, yeah, that's right. To all you ladies, Merry Christmas. Tyrone wishes the best out of all of them. And if you guys want to get a coaching session with Tyrone, even though Tyrone got a family, he's a faithful man, so don't even try nothing. Call me at 555-33 Tyrone. What the fuck? Tyrone, you got a family. Shut the fuck up, dude. Sorry, I'm trying to save the guy. Anyways, so yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys ever want to learn how to use your feminine energy to influence people, learn how to use your masculine energy to become more assertive, and also learn how to blend both energies to improve your dating life, your spiritual life, honestly, your relationship life, your family life, your career life. This is the course for you. If I had to make a course for my nieces, I have two nieces. One is 8, 19, and one is 14, 15. 16. Holy shit. Oh my God, he's a bad fucking uncle. He's a bad uncle. Get him. Shut up, Melissa. You should get this course, right? And this is the course that I will make for them. So, for example, watch the curriculum, right? In the first week, we're going to be showing you how to establish a strong masculine foundation without letting it hurt your feminine energy. This masculine foundation is a source of who you are, right? It's your bodyguard. Without this, whatever feminine energy you create will be destroyed by the outside, because your masculine is your shield. So we'll talk about goal setting. We'll talk about how to develop a serious attitude. We're gonna be talking about how to use more logic, how to use more goal-oriented behavior. It's more how to be a man, Now the next one is how to embrace the feminine energy, right? This one will teach you about how to minimize excessive masculine traits, developing self-awareness, healing abundant feminine energy, regulating your emotion, mastering voice qualities and facial expressions, surrendering control, and allowing pain to be felt. This is honestly, this will supercharge, like Kaioken, your masculine energy. After that, we have femininity in the workplace, and how to be feminine in the workplace without letting people take advantage of you, and the nuances of how women on power should behave versus women who are subordinates in the workplace, and even the dress code. This is based on psychology, people. It's kind of insane. I'm actually excited about this one. The next week, we talk about navigating the labyrinth of male and female friendship, and this a lot of women find confusing, so we talk about that. And how to identify envious friends, how to identify the good friends, how to keep male friends, and how to keep female friends. Week 5, we talk about how to release the burden of the past and stop and destroy mental projections. This is actually really powerful. And then week 6, we talk about how to increase your observational power so that you could read people better. And we have a bunch of bonuses. The course starts at $99, and you guys can pre-order the course today at $69 before it goes out. If you're watching this, most likely I'm in the meditation retreat, so I will be praying for all of you guys. And just click on the description down below of the video. Right there, you'll see it, and you could pre-order that course. It's gonna be out by the end of next month or the beginning of February of March. One of the two, people, because I have a 10-day retreat to do, and I want to finish the course after the retreat, because I think the ideas are gonna be so much better. All right, man. I'll see you guys later. Pre-order, man. I'm closing the channel.